We are here, live streaming once again. Hello to you all, wherever you may be. This is a short one. We're about 45 minutes for this one, but we are here. Who's here? Hello to lovely Bella. Hello. Our Aussie Queen Jess. Hello. Chanson. Hello, Cindy. Hello. Cindy at Dogwood Cottage. Hello to lovely, lovely Cindy. Now, please can we all, let's give a big hello and a very warm welcome to lovely Cindy. Cindy's gone through a lot, from sadly losing her dear husband only about half a year ago. I don't know when he died. I think he died the end of last year, earlier this year. I think he died. So she's had the funeral to go through, and also the reality of living, on her own without the husband. So she's obviously dealing with widowhood right now. So please give a good, nice welcome, and please be kind to lovely Cindy, because she's been dealing a lot. Poor lady. No, and I saw I saw the video you did of your husband's memorial. Thank you for showing it, Cindy. And also, Cindy, you're a fine example of how, representing grief and widowhood, and trying to help others who are going through it, if not in the same way or worse than yourself. So you're a fine example to help those dealing with loss, grief, and bereavement. And I would have been able to step in your shoes when I lost my late grandfather. I would have been able to step in your shoes. Well, I mean, I can step in your shoes because I know what grief feels like. Hi, Terry. Hello. I cannot stay long. Please, Terry, don't you worry. It's no trouble if you cannot stay long. It is no trouble at all. It's certainly no trouble at all. I mean, we're all a completely relaxed community here, and we're very civil, and we also do not pick and choose sides. And if anybody, those who can't make it, they can't make it. It's no trouble. It's watchable on the replay. And those that can, always feel free to come in, say hello, and we're always happy to say hello and share an interesting conversation with you and talk about certain things, what have you. So it's no trouble, Terry. It's no trouble at all. It's a pleasure. No, it's a pleasure, Cindy. I know what grief feels like. Having gone through the loss, having dealt with loss before, especially how the loss of my late grandfather affected myself and the family in the way that losing your husband affected you with grief and mourning. I can only step in your shoes for that. And, and there's no reason you should feel alone, because we're always happy to support you in whatever way we can. And there's no reason one should feel alone, what have you. My late brother, many years ago, I'm sorry about your late brother, Aussie Queen Jess. Thank you, Chanson. Thank you for your empathy towards Cindy. Thank you. Yeah, no, it just changes everything, doesn't it? When you're losing a loved one, it completely turns everything upside down for a period, and then you have to navigate the best way forward and a new way forward and a new pathway once you've lost a loved one, that is. No, hugs to lovely Cindy too. Thank you, Aussie Queen Jess. I think she'd appreciate that. I think I know she would. Hello, Jodie. Hello to my faithful mod, Jodie. Thank you for your kindness towards Chanson. Thank you. Oh, and hello to Bella. Bella, I have partially replied to your message, but I haven't fully replied yet. I will send more of the reply in referral to your message. I've only partially replied at the moment, but I will fully reply to the other important key parts that you sent in the message towards me. But I have, all I can say is I have replied partially, but I haven't replied fully, but I will reply fully. Rest assured. Oh, Blacksmith. Hello to Blacksmith and Basil. Thank you for your kindness towards Teddy. Thank you. It's a pleasure, Bella. It's a pleasure. Lots of love. Oh, Teddy. Oh, my lovely, lovely Teddy. Don't you know just how lovely you really are? You are just lovely in every way. And if there's any way to describe you, or if I could describe you in any way, you're just full of loveliness. You are well and truly full of loveliness in every way. And that's what I value about you the most. It's always a pleasure, Bella. I mean, I'm sorry I've not fully replied, but I will, and only partially, but the full reply will come after the partial reply. Oh, happy birthday to your youngest daughter. She's 21. I'm 24. I'm 24 years of age. So I'm only 3 years older than she, and she's only, 2 years younger than my brother, who was 23 last week. So we're not that different in age, all that different in age. But happy birthday to your youngest daughter. Your beautiful youngest daughter, that is. I love the translation of your name. It's beautiful. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you for your kindness towards Jansen. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and Cindy, I was meaning to reply I need to reply more properly to it. Thank you. I mean, don't you realize how kind you really are, Cindy? There is not one bad bone in your body. And what we do here, Cindy, newfound followers and old followers, and those who have been with us a long time, we all respect one another. And what we thrive on here is civility and friendliness. Certainly my moral standards here. And we merely, in a way, treat each other like a family, if there's any way to so describe it. So, really, I can't thank you enough for your kindness, Cindy. I truly cannot thank you enough for your kindness. No, you do not owe anything, Cindy. You certainly don't owe anything. I owed you something for that comment that I highlighted for about a minute and a half or so. But you do not owe me anything. And there was no tardiness involved. You needn't worry. You certainly needn't worry. Hi, Sasha. Hello to you. We're all right. I'm okay, thank you. I'm very well. Hoping all's okay for you. Well, my lovely Aussie Queen Jess, it is certainly indeed a real pleasure, most sincerely, and we're happy to wish your daughter a happy birthday. Very many happy returns for her special day, that is. And we've got the weekend tomorrow. I'm certainly most pleased learning so. Just in your early morning walk. Hoping you're enjoying your early morning walk. That is, by all means. Don't know. Oh, and who else have we got here? Lovely Susan Wright. Hello to each and every one. Hello to you, Susan. Hello, hello, hello to you indeed. Happy Saturday Catterday, because Saturday, well, certainly in my opinion, is Catterday, but that's all right. No trouble if one didn't know. but it's from another community that, which is where Saturday comes from, a community I'm a part of, where some of us say, "Happy Saturday, happy Saturday." Do, 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 do. Mm. Oh, no, I'm sure I was a bit quiet, but because I had something to say a minute. Oh, but Cindy, if there's anything I could say about you, Cindy, you, honestly, you are just unfailingly courteous. If there's any way to so describe you, there's an unfailing amount of courtesy in you, not one bad bone whatsoever, and I certainly mean that. From the deepest soul depth of my heart, I mean that when saying this to you. No, really, and I mean it. I truly mean that. Hello to McMeow and Hailey. And yes, now I had something to say. Yes. Now, this one, my apologies that this live stream will not last very long, only for about 45 minutes. Today, however, marks my younger brother's 13th birthday. So it's been my brother's birthday today. We had a cake for him and candles. You know, my brother's was last week. Mine was months ago, back in June. So, and also Cindy, in case you wanted to know, what I do here is weekly live stream content, and the content I generally specialize in, as pretty much all in here know already, is transport content and content regarding culture, not racist culture. We're not a racist. We're certainly not a racist community. We do not thrive on racism or drama. We certainly don't thrive on that, Cindy. And what else do we do? There's it's culture, transport, culture, nature, what have you. What's oh, and animals, animal content. Be it I'll reference my cats that I put in on I feature in my content, and live streaming. Those are generally the 5 main categories we have here in my content. But I am soon thinking about adding a 6th category about with motorcycles in my content. So that's the content I generally do. It may or may not appeal to all people, but it will appeal to some. If it appeals to their interest, that is. But it's certainly no trouble if it doesn't appeal to their interest. I thought I'd explain that because we've got the newbie, lovely Cindy, and thank you all of you for making Cindy feel welcome here. I've already had some nice reviews from Cindy, and and what matters to me most, if all of you are happy here, I'm certainly happy for you. That's what we thrive on. Nature, we certainly thrive on nature. You know, it's a mixed variety content we thrive on here. Susan, I'm a Cancer, just to let you know. So my mother is a Gemini. I'm a Cancer. So no, I'm not a Gemini. My brother is officially a teenager. I know how time flies so quickly. No, yes, he's a teenager. He's a teenager now. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Bella, and we love you too very dearly. It's 14 years to the day yourself and your wife moved to the bungalow. So she had a nice 10 years at the bungalow until she died. No, we're all very sorry about the loss of your wife, Blacksmith. But I'm happy she had some good time at the bungalow, like how my late grandfather had a good 5.5 years on the Isle of Wight before he died. That was. Yes, certainly as a new member of the community, McMeow. Cindy at Dogwood Cottage. Indeed so. Indeed so. Undeniably so, that is. Lovely, lovely Cindy. No, I mean, I have a lot of time for lovely Cindy. I've certainly got a lot of time for Cindy. No, they had. I think they were. I'm not sure when they were married, but they were married in the 1970s. That was Cindy. They got married in the 70s up until her death in 2021. No, poor Blacksmith. You know, Blacksmith. He's in his mid-70s. Just to say, Cindy. And actually, I've chatted to him before. He's a very nice guy, Blacksmith. He's a nice guy to tell you on things, and you come across very nicely. And if you would like to have a chat one day, Cindy, you're always welcome. No, all of you in here. There's any time you'd like to have a chat, certainly if it was privately on the Discord, via email, or if it was via video chat, you're always welcome to. I'm always happy to have a video chat with many of you. I've had a few with Blacksmith, and he's very good to talk to, just to let you know, Cindy. Really, he is. And you seem very good to talk to yourself. So it's certainly more than civilly welcome having you here, and thank you for empathizing with Blacksmith, and thank you, Susan, for empathizing with Blacksmith as well. You know, Shane, hello to you, Shane. Did Shiny just jump in? Yeah. Oh, thank you, Georgie. Thank you. That's very nice of you to have said so. Thank you. No, we have chatted, Georgie, and we should chat again. I look forward to it. Oh, hello, Shiny. It's been a tough day. Oh, dear. But when I saw your live note, a smile brightened your face and your attitude. Oh, Shiny, I am certainly most greatly pleased for you. I am indeed greatly pleased. Oh, if I'd said hello already, hello, Shane, but I just couldn't remember. No. Oh, but Cindy, I did want to say, if there's anything if you'd ever like to open up about the loss of your husband to me, if it's not too painful, that is, you're always welcome to, whether it's on a private video chat or privately on the Discord. I don't know if you do Discord, Cindy, I don't know, or if you do emails. You know, you can always talk to me about it. I'm always happy to listen to. Knowing what it's like going through loss, having lost my late grandfather, all I can do is empathize to anyone who has chronically gone through grief and what it's like. And also, Cindy, I have actually even gone through a critically low point in my life, as can many people. I mean, if I was to open it up to you, I mean, I don't know how you'd take to that, but I mean, anyone could take to it differently through opinion. I'm completely subjective of that. But I've actually gone through a critically low point in my life at one stage, so I can far more than readily and easily. I don't say this arrogantly. I say it from experience that I can step in one's shoes for those who are going through low points and certainly grief, what have you. So I understand what you've gone through, Cindy. That is. And we appreciate you, Cindy. Certainly do we appreciate you. Aussie Queen Jess, you needn't worry. You certainly needn't worry. Shiny, you lost your grandmother a few years ago. She was 105. Oh, my word. That's 105. 105 years of age. Wow, that is a fantastic innings. No, that's a very, very good innings. Oh no, you're feeling sick. Oh, Bella, I'm sorry. Loved you always, and my heart's with you too. So sorry hearing you're feeling sick. Hoping you get well soon. You know, getting ill and sick is not fun. You know, and especially now as I was minorly ill in January and March of this year, and it's not, and even that's not fun. Especially when you get older, illnesses get harder to shrug off, which is the real problem. She had great stories. Oh my word! Wow, I imagine she did. I imagine she did. Oh, Aussie Queen Jess, you're so lovely. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you for stepping in Bella's shoes and wishing her well. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Shiny, I saw a funny and clean video that made me laugh and I wanted to send you a link. Yes, please do. Shiny, send it. I mean, I know the link may not come forward properly, but if you put the link in the comment, I'll be able to highlight the link and then put it in a new tab and then I can watch it. There's a woman in your building who's 102. Oh, wow, she's delightful and has all her memory. Impressive. I mean, there's the actor Dick Van Dyke. He'll be 100 in December. And he, as he said, when he was then age 94, he said, I have all my marbles and everything. He has all his marbles. He's very frail now, as you could imagine for a guy his age. But he has he's with it cognitively and mentally. But there are some people who, his sort of age or not, but, you know, everyone's different, especially when it comes to being a centenarian. But she's all there, but very amazing, she's all there. The video's too cute. No, please send it if you want to, Shiny. Send it, feel free. Do go ahead. No, that is an amazing age to live to, 102. Aussie Queen Jess, it's an amazing age for one to live to. No, I wanted to show something very, very interesting here. And this, I thought I'd show it, but this was a recent picture I took of Daphne as when she's in the mode of Sleeping Beauty. And in my opinion, my most honest opinion, there's nothing better than seeing your one's faithfully owned pets, be it a cat or dog, curled up, sleeping soundly, especially if it's on the settee. And certainly if it's in the case when Daphne was sleeping. That's Daphne for you, Aussie Queen Jess. Daphne is... That's my cat, Cindy. Daphne is my cat. Well, she's our family cat, that is. That is Daphne for you. She has a part-time caretaker but lives alone. She has family who visits her when possible. They don't live in NYC. That's Daphne for you, Jodie and Georgie. Your eldest daughter has 3 cats and a dog. Now, I never knew that your daughter had cats and a dog. I mean, one thing I was actually going to say, and one thing I am going to say also, Aussie Queen, Jess, is that I'm very surprised that even your eldest daughter's landlord allows for pets in their apartment. I'm surprised he or she would even allow that. And I never knew that her partner was into pets. I never could have known that. I certainly never could have known that. But thank you. Very interesting story. A part-time caretaker, but lives alone. She has family who visits her when possible. They don't live in New York City. Oh, do they not? Well, it makes sense. New York City's bloody expensive to live into, like how London and Brighton is, but there we are. There we are. Oh, good evening, Itala. Good evening to you. Thank you. Thank you, Itala. Thank you. You too are a good person as well, Itala. You're certainly a good person. No, a lot is certainly a blessing when elderly people have their memories. Can I tell you something surprising, Cindy? Back in March of this year at it was a museum I went to. I haven't been since March, but I'm hoping to go again before it closes for the year in November, because they close at the end of November and then they don't reopen till about February time or so. It's an aeroplane. It's an RAF. It's former RAF based to now turned museum. One of the volunteers at the museum, it was a 90-year-old man. I met a 90-year-old man back in March who was volunteering at a museum, and you'd never believe he's 90. I mean, a 90-year-old man volunteering at a museum. I mean, and he was fully sharp, had all his marbles, and he certainly had all his mobility, even, let alone. I mean, he wasn't like stooped over. He wasn't even frail, let alone. He was fully mobile. He didn't have a wheelchair. He didn't have a walking stick, well, cane, and he didn't even have a walker, let alone. At nine, I mean, I would never have believed he was 90. If you told me he was maybe 76, I would have believed that. And he even had all his hair, believe this or not. It was grey, obviously. It was grey hair, glasses, and he had a little goatee beard. And he was talking, very clear speech when talking. I mean, he was amazing, the guy, 90 and volunteering at a museum. Sumi and her beloved Audie, her channel is delightful. Oh my, I know. You'd never, if you'd seen him, Cindy, you'd never have believed he was 90. He was in the art, he did what you call national service, the man. He spoke to me about it. He did it from about 1951 to 1955, because you had to do it because back in the United Kingdom, back in the 1950s, post-war England, you had to do national service. And it was mandatory until about 1960, I think it was, national service. That's what you had to do. And you had to serve for about 3 years, I think, because he did it until the mid-1950s. And then once you finished, you were put on a reserve list to keep the wartime peace. That's how it worked, you see, with national service in the United Kingdom. I mean, I just don't get why it wouldn't work now in this day and age. But, I mean, it wouldn't work now, but it should do. And, if it doesn't, it doesn't. There we are. It's one thing to accept. But that's what we had back in the 50s. National service. That was what we had. Oh, he was amazing. No, he was impressive, the 90-year-old. No, really, you'd never once have believed. I never believed he was 90. And I was like, I mean, the lady, I mean, I don't know how old the lady was volunteering. She must have been in her 60s, maybe. I said, do you know how old this man is who was standing next to me? He was stood quite next to me, the guy. I looked at him, then I looked at the lady. I was like, he's probably about 75, 76. I looked at the man. The man looked at me and he said, I'm 90. And I was like, really? Wow. I mean, when he said he was 90, I could not believe it. I was really taken by surprise, literally. Could not believe it. But some 90-year-olds are better than other 90-year-olds, Everyone's different no matter what their age. Aussie Queen Jess, if there's any way to tellingly express. Georgie, I love it when Audie blames Sue for the bad weather. Well, if you're blaming the bad weather on someone else, there's a funny side, but some might take it personally. Hey. Oh, and what was I gonna... I've got something quite interesting to show. And this here, that's a photographed picture of me at the Eastbourne Magnificent Motors 2025 event inside a 1966 Cortina classic car. A 1966 Cortina. Oh, the days of the Cortinas, eh? Enchanted. You're having a nice walk. Just getting dawn. It's getting to dawn. Oh wow! Now it gets to dawn later. Now that the fall season's here in my neck of the woods. She knows a lot about so many topics. I believe she has a PhD since someone called her doctor recently. Oh wow! Thank you, McMeow. Thank you. Thank you, Jodie. Thank you. Wasn't it just? No, it was very, very well, very shiny, well cleaned, well maintained. When I saw it, no, really impressively well maintained was what I thought. Your parents had one of those cars, really, Aussie Queen Jess? Your first car was a 1967 Dodge Coronet. You were 10 years old when your grandmother gave it to you. But you didn't, I bet you didn't drive it when you were 10, Cindy. No, because I do know the intention of some 10-year-olds. I want to drive. Oh, I'm going to drive the car. I'm going to drive. Yeah. We're going to drive. I'm not trying to make a mockery, but I know the intention of some 10-year-olds being gifted a car. Oh, my. I don't know if it's it looked fairly sky blue and a bit of white of cloud white if you see one line, Susan, but I don't know. But I'm assuming it was I'm assuming the vehicle was sky blue with a bit of cloud white, as does I too, Hailey. No, I was just kidding. Cindy. The vehicle was 10 years old and your grandmother gave it to you. Oh, wow. No, that if you've still got it, Cindy, I don't know if you've still got it now or if it had to be sadly scrapped. I mean, I don't know. But if you've still got it, it would actually go well on it would actually be well received at a classic car show. Because if you didn't know, Cindy, I'm a very keen classic car enthusiast. You know, and I only got into classic car enthusiasm a few years after I met somebody. Sure did. They are in their 70s, doing well, always active. Both my grandmothers are active. They're late 70s and late 80s between the two of them, and they're still doing well and they're still active. Not a medical doctor, an academic. Someone said she taught for many years, not sure if at a high school or a college. Oh, bad luck. It was scrapped. Oh, bad luck. No, well, the thing is, Aussie Queen Jess, some old cars do have to be scrapped if they are prone to breaking down. That's the thing. It's a Mark I Ford Cortina. You got this right, Blacksmith, and it was built in 1966, that one, the one I was sat in. Oh, I mean, bad luck, Cindy. I'm sorry it had to be scrapped. No, because had it still been here, it definitely would have been well received at a classic car show. Certainly if it was Eastbourne Magnificent Motors or... There you are. Oh, I can imagine, Cindy. I mean, I can bloody imagine, yes. You was only a teen when you had it. I know, I could imagine. But, Cindy, were you really a teen back if the car was 10 years old? If it was, so 1967, 10 years old, 10 years, that would be 1977. So, were you really a teen in 1977? Looking at your picture, I would have thought you were possibly just a young girl back in 1967. Oh, 1977, sorry. Oh, wow, you don't look it, Cindy. Looking at this picture of you, you certainly don't look it. I mean, well, you do not look it. You certainly don't look it, Cindy. Wow. You don't even look old enough to have graduated high school in 1977. Just looking at that picture of you, by the way. No, really, you don't look old enough at all. I mean, you look better than my friend Jonathan, who's 63, to tell you something. I mean, if I could tell you something, Cindy, one of my best friends, Jonathan, who's, 3 years younger than you, he actually looks a lot older than what you look like. Looking at the picture of you, he looks much older. No, if you were to see Jonathan, you'd actually be quite surprised. No, but unfortunately, sadly, Cindy, Jonathan has health problems. No, very, very sadly, because what happened was, 15 years ago, when he was aged 48, he suffered a severe stroke. Well, he suffered a stroke, sadly. And since he had the stroke, he's been medically retired from work, and he has to take meds daily, the poor man. And, you know, he's not aged well since he had the stroke. I mean, because I first met him back in 2023. I first met him when he was 61, and he looked in his 70s back then. And he doesn't look as old. He doesn't look as old as he did 2 years ago, but he's not aged well. He's generally not aged well, unfortunately. And obviously, that's the thing. When some people have had strokes, it can age some people. No, I know, and it's certainly very young to have, certainly too early to have a stroke at 48. You know, and I do really care. I care very much about Jonathan. You know, I mean, I care very much about Jonathan, Aussie Queen Jess. I really do. You know, and because of his health, because of his health, I mean, I don't know how much longer he's got. You know, and with Jonathan, even though he's only 63, and I've got another best friend who's 53, and he's not he's not in good health either because of food poisoning, and now he's got IBS, which he's had since 2016. You know, so I've got two friends in poor health, and then there's my best friend, David. I would definitely have to tell Cindy about David. I mean, the best friend you could ever ask for. Thank you, Cindy. I'm sure I saw you somewhere recently, Cindy, and saw what you recently looked like. It was somewhere this year. I can't remember where it was, but I don't think you looked 66 at all. You didn't look 66 to me. If anything, I would have thought you looked more in your early mid-50s. I mean, if you told me you were say maybe 57, 58, I would have actually believed that. I never would have believed you were 66, because I'm sure I saw you somewhere recently, appearance-wise, what you looked like recently, and you don't look 66 to me. You really don't. No, you don't look it. I mean, when you look much younger than what my late grandfather, Edmund, would have looked like when he was 66, you know, because when he was your age, Cindy, he actually looked a lot worse than what you look like, to tell you something. But actually, there is a serious and complex reason as to why, unfortunately. Thank you, Aussie Queen Jess, and I'm sorry about your friend's father and his stroke ordeal. And I never take Jonathan for granted, Cindy. I could never, never once take Jonathan for granted. And he introduced me to a very good and wonderful museum called the Amberley Museum, that is. You know, and if it wasn't for him, I never would have gone, you know. And true friends, and Jonathan's certainly a true friend, and as is Dave, and David Scott. Well, David Scott, David, Jonathan, and Dave, or David particularly, they're true friends. They're really true friends. Hello to Heather Greenter. Hello, hello, hello to you. Hi, Harriet. No trouble at all, no trouble at all. Haven't been errant in checking the schedule. No trouble at all. Better late than never. You know. No, it's oh, Cindy, thank you for your kindness towards Harriet. That's one of my faithful mods. Just to say, I've got a good mod team, so you needn't worry, Cindy. Should anything bad happen in my community, I've got a good mod team that's very good at sorting things out. Just to let you know. Have I? No, but I do know of the Bovington Tank Museum. I know about it. I've never been, but I know about Bovington. Oh, Aussie Queen Jess. Oh, my lovely, lovely Aussie Queen Jess. Don't you know just how lovely you really are? Thank you for your kindness towards Harriet. And Harriet needn't apologize. I completely agree with you on that, for sure. Thank you, Aussie Queen Jess. But David, he's fine, fortunately. It's David who's okay for health. It's Jonathan and Dave who are not, unfortunately. Oh, thank you, Aussie Queen Jess. And I'm very thankful to my mods. I'm thankful and I appreciate my mods each and every moment I have them. Oh, and we love having you here too, Georgie. We certainly do. Oh, Jodie. Oh, my lovely, lovely Jodie. Don't you know how much we love hanging out with you? You are just lovely in every way. And it's a privilege. It is my fortunate privilege having you, Pamela, Georgie, and Harriet as my faithful mods in my mod team. It's a real privilege in every way. It's truly a real privilege, Jodie, and I mean that wholeheartedly, sincerely. I really do. There's something rather funny. Since if anyone's new in here, I want to show a funny clip.
When I requested, all response arrived, so she can shout, "Get out of it, Whipple, right up inside!" When you are lost in London and you don't know where you are, you'll hear my voice a calling, fast further down the car, and very soon you'll find yourself inside the terminus. London Transport diesel engine, nice and horsepower omnibus. We don't ask much for wages, we only want their shares. So cut down all the stages and stick up all the fares. If tickets cost £1 a piece, why should you make a fuss? It's worth it just to ride inside the 30-foot long by 8-foot wide. Inside that monocoque, the road will turn along the highway coast. That big six-wheeler, solid painted London Transport diesel engine, nice and horsepower omnibus.
Hold very tight, please.
Honestly, nothing could beat that. I do like a bit of naughty humour or funny humour. Thank you, Aussie Queen Jess. Thank you. I love it too. I love it too. And I do like to show certain clips as well from time to time. Grond is in the chat. Hello, Grond. Hello. Hi, Simone. Simone in Australia. It's nothing funnier than that, in my opinion, Cindy. And I even did a clip of my best friend, one of my best friends. That was one of my best friends, Jonathan. And he makes for a good picture, in my opinion. And that was at Ambury Museum last year. Although I met him earlier than 2024, though. And he actually has met David, my best friend. And seeing him and David meet, that was actually a nice moment. You know. No, he's very pleasant, Jonathan. He's a pleasant man, Cindy. And he's a good friend to have. He does look quite different now compared... He has aged since last year. But he is a pleasant man. I went to all 5 this year with Lawton. I went to all 5 Lawton Steam Show. I went to all 5, and I went to 3 of the Tinkers Park Rally events, Grand. Just to let you know, I've got all my videography content done for Lawton, except for one more that I need to get done from the last time I went. Thanks, Aussie Queen, Jess. Thank you. Thank you, McMeow. Thank you. Bodhi Chiwebe. Hello to you. Hello. Hello. Right. But there was no pudding. There was no pudding involved. My friends build some of the engines. Oh, wow, impressive. Howdy. Right, unfortunately, we're going to finish things off because we're over 45 minutes and it wasn't going to be a long one. And Cindy, it was our privilege and our pleasure welcoming you into the confines of my community. For whenever you want to come over, you're certainly always far more than welcome to do so. But may I take the time with thanking each and every one of you most kindly, sincerely, for watching this very live stream. We are to be live streaming tomorrow. Thank you. I mean, I initially had 10:30 p.m. UK time for my upcoming live stream for Saturday, but no, but I think it's a bit late. I think we're gonna go about 8:30 for the Saturday live stream special. You know, Saturday live streams are returning. They are returning. So we're gonna go 8:30 p.m. UK time for tomorrow for the Saturday live stream, and we're gonna do about 75 minutes, something like that. Sunday, we're going to do about 1 hour 35 or 1 hour 45 minutes, something like that. Or we may do 1 hour 30 on Saturday. That is, we're going to have some good chats and things, what have you, for the live stream tomorrow. Thank you all most faithfully, sincerely, kindly for watching, and I shall certainly see you in the very next live stream. And it's to the return for Saturday live stream specials for tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Oh gosh, forgot to. Ta-ta for now, sorry about that. That was very stupid of me. I forgot to cut myself out. Rather stupid. Where is it now?